Welcome all of you new viewers and new subscribers. You are now watching All Things Gay, also known as Brian Butler Channel. My name is Brian Butler, and today's topic is basically my coming out story. And I watched like 20 or maybe more coming out videos before I even considered making this video possible. But each one of those videos I noticed all ended up with the person who came out to their parents were really accepting, they gave them a hug, they told you that everything was going to be okay, but for me that was a totally different story, and today I'm going to explain everything, and it's really not that much, so this video is not going to be so long, maybe, if I can stop talking. But anyways, let's start out by saying I knew that I was different probably right before I got into middle school, like 5th grade or something like that, but I didn't come to terms with my sexuality until last year, which is a long time. That's 4 years. That means 4 years of trying to find myself and identify what it is I want sexually. And there was nothing, when I came to terms, I kind of sat down with myself and I kind of thought about it for a little while, and I realized after having so many accepting friends and watching so many YouTube videos that being, like, gay is okay, and there's nothing to be ashamed of. You are who you are, and I'm happy with who I am today. I'm really proud of myself, of how brave and how strong I've been these past couple of years, and what's more to come. So first I want to start out by saying that my coming out story is not totally depressing, but it's not that good. I'm not kicked out, which is awesome, and my parents are still accepting and they still love me, which they tell me all the time, which is awesome, but their reaction to it wasn't really so good, and how they're treating the situation up to this current time, it just makes me so angry. But anyways, first off, I want to start by saying I'm trying to figure out how to say this. I didn't really, like, come out to my parents in a really good way. Like, I highly do not recommend you do it this way. But I came out on National Coming Out Day, which was awesome. I was excited. My pride, my gay was showing. My pride was, I was over the top gay that day. I was happy. It was a day that most gays and LGBT teens decide they're going to come out to their parents, or are celebrating the fact that they're different and it's okay. Well, I was a little too excited because I decided, and I was going to sit down with my parents. I had it all planned out. I was going to go to school, think about what I'm going to say to them, and then go home and then sit them down and tell them all about what's been happening this past year. But I got a little bit too excited, and I ended up texting my mother that today was National Coming Out. Well, I said, today's a special day, and she's like, well, what day is it? And I said, well, today is National Coming Out Day, and I want to let you know that your son is gay and proud. At the time, I was really excited. I was like, I'm so anxious to tell them. I just need to tell them right now. And texting, I guess, is not the ideal way to come out. I mean, I heard from the YouTube videos you should come out however you want. And I was going to sit them down right after I texted her when I got home, because it was 5th hour, so it was like at the end of the day. But I guess that really was not a good thing for me to do, because she got super offended, or I said I was being inconsiderate, which was probably really inconsiderate, and I texted them that I'm gay. And she just went ballistic. Like, she cried. She told me, she said this was unbelievable, and it's just, she's like, it's not what you said, it's how you decided to do it. And I totally understand where she's coming from with the way that I chose to come out, but I feel like that was my emotional decision, and I was so alone and so excited to add people into my lives that I really didn't think about what exactly I was doing, and it kind of just all went downhill, if you know what I'm saying. Um, I got home and my mom called me into her room, because we were about to sit down and talk about what happened during that time. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not understanding where she's coming from with this. Let's sit down and figure all of this out. And we sat down, we talked, and she ended up telling me stuff that I didn't want to hear. How, like, my decision is just a phase, I'll get over it. She said it was just a phase. She said that I would get over it, and she sees me looking at girls all the time. It's just a phase. You're just confused. But truthfully, I wasn't confused. I'd taken 4 years plus to realize who I am on the inside, and I came to terms with it. And I was thinking, you've got to be kidding me right now. Like, I thought you guys would be excited because they had been asking me over and over and over and over and over again in the past. So I felt like they were trying to get it out of me. They're ready, but I guess they really weren't ready mentally, because they said this is really bad. This is going to affect the family. You're not going to change the way you're dressing. You're not going to be doing all this other stuff that might be influencing your brother. And I was just thinking, that's stereotypical, because just because I came out does not mean my style of dress is going to change. And just because I came out does not mean that my brother won't be able to think for himself and make his own decisions. He has his own brain. He can make his own decisions. And I guess I understand where they're coming from, because when you're little, you see someone older do something and you think that it's acceptable because you have more power, you have more authority. So they think, they get it in their mind that if an older kid is doing it, since you're their role model, they think they can do it, and they think that that's acceptable. But really, some people really don't think it is. And I just didn't have a happy reaction, because I thought they would be in love with this. I thought that they would appreciate the fact that I'm letting them come into this part of my life that's been a secret and a lie for so long, and they would just be open, come at me with open arms. But I guess they put about maybe 20% in by telling me that they still love me and that it's acceptable, and because of me coming out, they religiously don't know what to think anymore. They also have been giving me talks telling me that I'm just confused. They always see me looking at girls, which I really don't. They say that it's just a phase and I'll get over it. They keep telling me it's just a phase. You'll get over it. It's not a phase, and I won't get over it because I'm gay and it's okay. I'm happy and I'm proud to be a part of the LGBT community. And I'm so happy with myself because I felt like I took a big stepping stone in my life, and I was finally able to make a mature and grown-up decision. And they think that this is all just some game with me, that I'm too young to know my sexuality. I'm just trying to get attention. And it makes me sad because this is really who I am. And I'm trying to get them to realize that. And my dad told me that he wants to have a healthy relationship with me, and they want me to be able to feel comfortable with bringing my significant other in the home. But they've just been making me feel like who I am, not what I am, who I am is just not going to be able to work with them. And I know that this is going to take a long time for them to come to terms with, but you need to make me feel welcome, not make me feel like I'm not welcome in my own home. And not kicking me out was part of the reasons why I feel welcome in my own home. But them always telling me that I like girls and I should get married to this girl and they want to see me, it just makes me sad, because even though I will still be doing all those things, it's just not how they pictured I'd be doing them when I was born. And not living up to your parents' standards is always something that teens, not only me, get sad about, because they know that they're probably letting their parents down on the inside. I don't know if they're embarrassed of me, or I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking, because I'm so scared to approach them with anything that has to do with gay, because they've been making it seem like it, making me feel like that it's unacceptable, and they're trying to convert me back to who I was before. I haven't come out to the rest of my family yet. Like, I haven't come out to my grandma, my grandfather, my aunt. Well, I came out to my aunt, but not my uncle. And I haven't come out to, like, my whole family yet. I've only come out to my inner family, like the Butler family. But it's going to be a really tough obstacle to pass when coming out to my grandparents. And if they don't accept me, that's going to be the worst feeling, like, ever. Because I love my grandparents with all my heart. They're, like, the best grandparents I've ever seen. But I'm not trying to depress you guys anymore. And so that was basically my coming out story. It wasn't all that great. But hopefully in the next few years, things will just be back to the way they were before I came out, and I'll keep you guys updated on everything that happens. Like, I'll keep you updated on how my parents are feeling, how I'm feeling, and things like that. Some advice that I want to give to any of you future LGBT teens who are planning on coming out to your parents anytime soon. All I have to say is make sure you're 100% ready with the decisions that you choose when it has to do with coming out. Like, how you want to come out, when you want to come out, who you want to come out to first. Always make sure you think about it, and then you double think about it and triple think about it, and actually make the right decision. Because even though I felt like I made the right decisions, it may not have been the correct decisions to anyone else. Also, what I have to say is find friends who you know will accept you for who you are. I have so many amazing friends who accept me for me and make me feel like being me is great, and I'm able to be me around them, which is amazing. So find that group of friends that make you feel accepted for who you are. Also, oh crap, I forgot the last tip. Don't text your parents that you're gay. That will freak them out, like, a lot. So make sure, if you don't want to talk to them directly, you can, like, write a letter. You can do a message in a bottle. Think of something creative that will make them smile and will kind of take their attention more from, oh my gosh, my son or my daughter or whatever is gay or bisexual or trans, and they'll look at, they took out all this time to include us in their life. And that's pretty much the only 3 tips that I have for coming out. I will keep you guys updated. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a comment below telling me how your coming out story was, how your parents feel, how you feel. If you want to ask me questions, you can inbox me on YouTube. I'll put my Facebook and my Twitter down below. Tweet me, Facebook me, do whatever you want. I will answer any questions. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be doing a daily life vlog. I'll be walking around and talking about my daily life. And I'll be way more happy. This won't be as depressing. Thank you for all you new viewers that came. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the thumbs up button, the favorite button, and share with your friends. I haven't come up with a intro for these videos yet, but I will soon. I'll come up with an intro and an outro, and it'll just be amazing. But I'm gonna stop talking because I'm so sick of myself, and this video is so long. It's probably like 16 minutes. All right, bye.